welcome to our Crazy Life Scotland and a quick catch up and my weekly weigh-in update video. For anyone who's new here, hi, my name's Fiona and I do the keto diet and intermittent fasting, which basically means that I only eat between the hours of around 9:30 and 4:30 every day, and when I do eat, I eat keto, which is high fat, moderate protein and low carb. Right, how has my week been? It has been good, with one little blip. I told you last week that Jack's dad was coming on Friday night because they were going to climb Ben Nevis on Saturday. And he did. However, it turned out that he was coming with his other son, so Jack's younger brother, and Connor's friend. Now, we never see Connor very often at all. He lives in Edinburgh, but he's an actor, don't you know? So he's always away filming things, and we don't get to see him that often at all. I think it was before Christmas the last time we saw him. So it was nice to know that he was coming, but if you know me, you'll know my anxiety levels were through the roof. I'm always anxious when people are coming to the house, especially when they're staying overnight, which they were. And his friend Tom I had never met before, so I was really anxious. Thankfully the girls were here to help me get cleaned because I still wasn't feeling great, but I did have to sort of clean the bathrooms and the windows and things like that. However, that was all fine, but I had said that if they were having a takeaway I wasn't going to join in. But Jack's dad decided that he wanted to take us to the caravan park for something to eat, which is one of our locals. We love going up there for something to eat. And I thought, that's fine. But I knew it would be later. It was 6:30 we were going up. So I knew that it would sort of knock my intermittent fasting out. But I don't mind that. That's not a problem. Especially since the caravan park do keto food. They do steaks and burgers and omelettes and things like that. So that was fine. I was really looking forward to it. Even though I was still exhausted, I didn't really have the energy, but I wanted to make the effort because we don't see Connor very often. So we went to the caravan park. My mum came as well, which was nice. My dad was away with his friend. So there was lots of us and it was really nice. However, because of COVID, they're running on a completely different menu at the moment. And it's like a chip shop menu that they're doing. They're serving things in like baskets rather than, you know, the old 80s style chicken in a basket. It's that sort of thing that they're doing. They're basically, because they've only got half the staff in the kitchen for social distancing, they're using as little plates and things as they can. They're using disposable cutlery, wood, not plastic. And I'm glad I didn't have anything that I needed to use the cutlery for because I can't stand the feeling of wood in my mouth. It's like paper straws, can't stand it. If I go back there during this time, I'll take my own cutlery with me because I cannot put wood in my mouth. It's like eating a lolly and getting to the root. Don't like it. Anyway, so it turned out there was absolutely nothing keto friendly on the menu. And I did have a little panic and thought, oh no, what am I going to do? And then I had a word with myself and thought, the last time I got like that, I ended up going completely off the rails. If you remember a few weeks ago, or more than that now since we've been on holiday, but I went to a barbecue, there's Molly chasing her tail again. She never does that except when I'm filming. So if you remember right, the last time I went to a barbecue and didn't let myself have anything, and then I went completely off the rails and decided that keto wasn't for me. Until I got ill eating carbs and went back on keto. And I promised myself then that I would live my life. So if anything came up that I couldn't stay keto or I didn't want to stay keto, I was just going to go with the flow. So I told myself, just go with the flow. It's one meal. And that's exactly what I did. I ended up having a dipping bowl, what they called a dipping bowl. And it's like, you know how you get the combo platters for sharing in restaurants as starters, and you get like a bit of everything. You get some chicken nuggets and potato wedges and onion rings and garlic bread. It was that sort of thing, but it was the portion size for one, since you're not meant to be sharing just now in the time of COVID. So I had that and it was lovely. I had scampi and chicken nuggets and onion rings, things like that, that were really nice, but definitely not keto friendly. And because I was having that, I thought, oh, stuff it, I'll have a couple of ciders. So I had 2 half pints of cider with blackcurrant as well. Definitely not keto friendly, but I had been great all day Thursday, and on the Friday I had only had my 2 coffees because I knew that we were going out. And then Saturday morning I got up and got straight back on it again. It wasn't a problem. So I'm glad that that came up in a way, because it's taught me that you can cope, you can still live, and you can have the odd meal with everybody else and not worry about it. And saying that, I did worry about it all week, whether it was going to affect my weigh-in or not, but we'll come to that in a wee while. So then, yeah, Saturday, straight back on it again. So every day this week, I've had 2 creamy coffees and a main meal. Last night, I did have a square of the 70% dark chocolate by Lindt after my meal, but that's the only time this week that I've had anything like that. It's been 2 coffees and a main meal that I've had. Nothing new, I don't think. My side with my main meal has mainly been coleslaw. When I've been out of coleslaw, I've had cheesy mushrooms, and that's been that. And I've loved it. I just love eating keto. I really do. Saturday, Jack, his dad, Connor and Tom met up with a whole load of other family up at Ben Nevis, and they did the climb, no bother. I think it was about 3.5 hours it took them to get to the top. And they got back down. It hurt more coming back down. Jack's dad's recently had a knee operation and he was fine on the way up, but on the way down he was really quite sore. So there was a few blisters and a few aches and pains, but they all did it fine and they loved it. They have raised a lot of money for Olivia. I've still not made that video, but I will. And it was funny because on the way up they all had their charity t-shirts on, and they had a big banner saying they were doing it for Olivia. And a lady went up to them and said, what is it, why are you raising money for the hospital? Is it anything specific? And Kevin, who is Olivia's uncle, had said, oh yeah, my niece is in hospital getting treatment and we're raising money for her and the hospital. And the woman looked at the banner and looked at him and went, is it Olivia McCord? And they went, yeah. And she went, I'm her specialist. And they went, really? Are you doing it for, as part of this group? And she went, no, I just do this on my spare time. So it was a complete coincidence that they met up with Olivia's specialist in the middle of Ben Nevis. Really, really strange. But yeah, so that was lovely. They had a great day and lovely weather for it as well. And what else has happened this week? Sunday, I didn't end up getting my shopping until Monday. And I didn't do a haul like I promised I would. I know I did, but I was exhausted again. I went through to Asda, picked it up and came back, and by that time I was exhausted, so I just put it away. I've still not been 100%. I'm back there now. I would say I'm 95% now, which is good. But Monday I was like, oh no, I need to just sit down for a while. So I didn't do a haul. I'm sorry about that. I will try and do one this week. What else? We did get some Happy Meal. As you probably know, a lot of sports have been affected by COVID, and the likes of the Scottish football had to be brought to an end early because of COVID. I know the English Premier League managed to finish their season, but Scotland didn't. So they basically just went with the league tables as they stood at the last game that they managed to play. So our Canicross has been affected in exactly the same way. For anyone who doesn't know, Jack and Brooke have been doing Canicross for a few years now, which is cross-country racing with your dog tied to you around your waist with a special belt. And Abby started doing it last year as well, although I think that is also her last year, her one and only year. And I have been a marshal at the races for a few years, so I basically just sit in my wheelchair at a certain point and make sure everybody's okay and they go the right way, things like that. So that had to be finished early as well. They have awarded the medals according to where everybody was in the league as it stood. So we got some Happy Meal, that's what I'm basically trying to say here, and I will show you what we got. Look at these beauties. Yes, there's 4 of them. So Brooke got gold in girls 7 to 10. Abby got silver in girls 11 to 15. Jack got silver in male 40 to 49, and I got Marvellous Marshall for the second year in a row, which, to be honest, I think I deserve, considering I fell out of my wheelchair during one of the races and I sat dressed up as Mrs. Claus in a wheelchair dressed as a sleigh. If I can find clips of those, I'll put them in for you. Okay, so I just fell. There's the fly. Here's me on the ground. This is real life, folks. So here I am, very soggy, very wet, very cold, but so looking forward to this. It's so festive. Look! I feel great. This is brilliant. Everybody's been giving me the thumbs up as I've been passing, so it's nice to put a smile on people's face, isn't it? Yes, so all four of us got a trophy, and aren't they gorgeous? They're so nice. It's just a shame that we didn't get to do a proper prize giving type thing. But yeah, all four of us, it makes us look like a high achieving family, which we're not. But yeah, it was really, really nice. So they were going to have pride of place in Jack's gym, where he's also got photos of them doing their canicross and things. So that was really nice. I wanted to show you that. And the other things that happened this week, Brooke went back to school yesterday. So it was her first day back. I was really anxious. Slightly worried, and that can be a trigger point for me eating, so I was conscious of that, and I didn't. I was perfectly fine. I have vlogged it, so that will hopefully go up very soon, and I'm not going to say any more because it's all in the vlog, but it went well. She had a good day, and it's Abby's first day back tomorrow. She gets an extra 2 days off, which Brooke isn't happy about. And that's been it. That is a catch up for the week. So my food has been great, apart from that one little blip on Friday night, and it wasn't really a blip. It's not like it was something that I did accidentally. I made the conscious decision to do it, and I'm glad that I did. So what happened when I stepped on the scales today? I was a little bit anxious because of that meal, but I thought just go with it. So today, when I stepped on the scales, I was a happy bunny, because even though I had that meal that was off plan, I still lost 1.2 pounds. So I'm really happy with that. So last week I was 139.6 pounds, and this week I was 138.4 pounds. So a 1.2 pound loss is perfect for me. That is exactly the sort of weight that I'm wanting to lose, about a pound a week. More than happy with that. So I am really, really happy. This week coming up, I've got nothing that I know of that's going to throw me off track. I said that last week, but I don't think there's anything this week that's going to be happening at all. I'm not sure if I'm going to try any new recipes. Oh, I am actually. Today I'm going to try the cheeseburger pasta for Jack and Abby, but instead of having it with pasta, I'm going to put mine in a courgette boat or a zucchini boat. So I'm going to cut my courgette in half, scoop it out and put my mince in that, serve it in that rather than with pasta. And I'm looking forward to trying that. I've seen it around a few times and thought, oh, I'm going to give that a go. So that is today's plan. And also my mum has asked me to go out with her for a coffee today, because it's Abby's last day off, so she can stay with the dogs. Me and my mum will go for a little coffee. Our local cafe is open again, so we will go there. I won't have a coffee, I'll just have a Diet Coke or Diet Iron Brew or something like that, just for us to get out and have a wee chat ourselves for an hour. And yeah, that'll be good, because my mum and dad are going to be at home more often now that the whole lockdown's over. They were staying here in their cabin during lockdown, but they're going to be away more than they are here now. So yeah, it'll be nice just to have a wee hour with my mum. But I'm not going to eat anything. I'm not going to be tempted by the cakes, although they do have good cakes. No, I'll be good. I will be good. My mum's being good as well. She's still losing weight, so we'll be good together. Right, I'm going to go now because I'm just havering again. And that has been my week. Let me know in the comments below how you are all getting on your journey, whatever it may be. Please hit the thumbs up if you've liked this video, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in my next one, which will be Brooke's first day back at school yesterday. And I'll be back as normal with my weigh-in update next week. Thanks everyone. See you later. Bye.